they've built that trust over time so that when they put out material, we know that it's going to be good. We know we're going to learn something from them. We know it's going to be generous, and that's very, very important.
The first value, accountability, has a key question that is, do you know what you're accountable for? And in A.L.M.A, it describes who perceive it as accountable. But I think that in our personal lives, you need to have accountability, right, for being successful and actually delivering a brand.
Absolutely. I mean, look, I think initially and most importantly, you're accountable to yourself when it comes to your career, your professional and personal growth and development. And you owe it to yourself, really, to embody that accountability. And obviously, if you support other people, whether it's family or parents or there's accountability to them as well. And there's a real risk, I think, for folks to become, well, not unemployable, but finding it increasingly more difficult to stay employed. And so I think that by thinking through some of the values within Forever Employable, which reflect many of the Agile values, in fact, you are building accountability to yourself so that you maintain your employability and that you're always improving, you're always getting better, you're always creating a situation where there's new opportunities coming towards you.
Yeah, it's interesting that you actually talked about like the interactions that you have around you, because accountability in the A.L.M.A framework is really like how you make people feel accountable throughout the whole chain. And I believe that in our personal lives, it's something like that. So you mentioned there, like being accountable to yourself and then to your family if you're supporting people. And then I believe that throughout your whole network, you need to be building that trust, right? Because for sharing accountability, you need to build trust too, right?
I mean, look, the accountability that you generate when you work is trust from the people that work with you, whether they work for you or with you or whether they manage you. And so as to become a good in-house employee, right, you need to be accountable to your work. But I think more broadly than that, I think creating trust within the organization and beyond the organization so that others see you as a leader, go to you when they need help, ask you for things, or try to hire you to come help them is tremendously valuable as well. It's to actively build that trust within and outside of the organization that you work in.
Yeah, that's great. I believe that too. And I believe this is kind of key for building your brand, right?
It's absolutely imperative, right? The people who we know, the thought leaders in our communities, the people we respect, the people we see on stages giving talks or teaching classes or writing books, we trust those people. We trust them because they've given us reason to. They've shared generously. They've helped us out. They've helped the community out. They've helped the industry out. And they've built that trust over time so that when they put out material, we know that it's going to be good. We know we're going to learn something from them. We know it's going to be generous, and that's very, very important.